Hey guys, this is me. The most famous guy in the entire internet. If you're new here, you definitely want to press the subscribe and like button. We are basically 9 channels, or I don't know how many channels is this, 9, 7, 8, or 10, I think. Today I want to talk about this whole incident that happened on the kindergarten. That was really heartbroken. It was really heartbreaking. I was not happy to hear that. This happened when I was driving and I heard the news saying something about another shooting. Then I told one of my friends, like, dude, turn on the CNN, there's something happened in Texas. Then we saw that. I think I was like really late. I think I was like 2 or 3 hours late. I was like, my God, I got so irritated and I got so pissed like when that happened. I'm like, dude, this happened on Sandy. Now it happened again over here. Like, this is like, unacceptable. This is like completely messed up. I'm a type of guy who's looking for, okay, what's next? We need to do something. We need to really do something about it. There's there's sadness and sorrow, but what are we gonna do next? That's the thing. The thing is, the story is already too late. Things supposed to be done on Sandy time. Not even Virginia Tech. I remember Virginia Tech was another disaster. We had few more. And just think about it. If you count years, it's been so while nothing got done. It really, after the pandemic and BLM protocols, people got much more sensitive. You tell them something, boom, they flip. Customer service become much more critical for some businesses. Hang on, my light just fell. Oh my God. It is completely unacceptable what just happened, and it's already too late. And then today is like probably the third day or the second day. People forgot the news companies. They stopped broadcasting about that Texas story. They don't want to talk about that story right now. They're talking about the funny topics. Now they're talking, they have their lists. They want to talk about the funny stuff after something really terrible happened. Now I hear a lot of comedy related, scientists say, hey, dating informations. That's the news broadcaster saying. They're talking about, hey, look at the great weather today. Oh, this summertime Memorial Day, all that good news, right? Now I'm not hearing the Texas story that much. The first day was like a massive. Second day, slow. And then third day, it's like gradual. Now I hear about Memorial Day. It is really, heartbreaking. And look, this is kids. They're kids. And if you see some of my posts in the past, I love babies. There's a lot of puppy videos I watch. I love puppies. I love babies too. These are kindergarten kids. They're so cute. They're so small. They're so cute. They're you saw this tiny girl. They have like a tiny piece of hair. All the tiny boy and tiny girl, tiny piece of hair, very skinny, silky hair. You see their eyes. They're such a cute eyes they have. Such a cute face they have. And some dude went inside and you shoot your grandma and then you just shoot somebody else. So basically, but somebody have a temper issues and now you go attack somebody else's kids. Listen to this. There's incident like that, like where a kid shot his mom before something else. I hear that all the time. But when you shoot a grandma, it must be a loud noise. It could have stopped from that time, because if you go to if you shoot a grandma, that will make a big noise and then it will take you some time to go to the school. So what in the world happened anyway? If you want to say anything, you can write it down in the comments. Listen to this, because look, I do make a lot of experimental videos. So let's say if you play GTA all day long, if you play Microsoft Flight Simulator, Battlefield, Call of Duty all day long, what could have gone in your head that, hey, you know what, I wish I could be in a GTA? Like when you play a lot of video game, when you go outside just to get something from 7-Eleven or McDonald's, you feel like you're walking in the game. Trust me, like that happened when you play a lot of game. I know a lot of you gamers, when you walk, sometimes you will forget to walk, like, because you are running and walking on the video game. So when you walk in real life, it feels kind of strange because you played game for 3 hours, 4 hours. And trust me, I played all the game. If you look at my past videos, on different channels, I also have a Twitch for for gaming, but I do different streaming over there. But I don't know how you play a lot of game and you do crazy things in a video game, like violent game like Mortal Kombat and other games, and then you go a back door of somewhere, you go inside a school or somebody else's institution and you do something crazy like that. I don't see how that happened. And trust me, I played it all. I love game, you know, and game is not going anywhere. I played a lot of I did a lot of action movies. I did Live Free Die Hard type of action movies, Transformers, sure, nothing. Like, I'm a biggest TV junkies, right? I still don't see how that's gonna, how this even possible. Like, how you think that, okay, hey, now I need to hurt somebody else, kids and babies. That's just like, what in the world, bro? Like, so anyway, let me get into the point, because I'm the guy with the most advanced techniques. I'm the guy who is very advanced, and I'm the guy with the only answers, and I'm the guy with the most advanced solutions. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna have to probably send this to Congress. We have to send this to you know, everybody. This is how we can fix this thing, and this is how it's gonna be going. All right, all the principals in the whole US, right? Kindergarten, you know. And by the way, just so you know, the suburb school, another thing I forgot to mention, hang on, the suburb school, a lot of this suburban, I think that Texas school is also like suburb. They are very laid back, and the school industry, people could be laid back in the, you know, nice. But this suburb building, either new building or the old building, school building, does not have any camera, guys. This is a serious problem. I even noticed this thing. They have only one camera at the front. They need to really drill it to the wall, run some IP cameras with a fiber optic, with a landline. They need to put cameras. Disconnected. They had to put a camera on the hallway, every floor. You know, in the suburb schools are kind of small. They had to put a camera on the door. The front gate cannot be always open. There's a lot of suburban school, even in New York. Trust me, even the biggest city, right? The school, the door is not a buzzing system where somebody press, nah, you know, it will open. It's like a jail door. They don't have the buzzing system in a lot of these places. That's a problem. So you have to make all the door buzzing system. The back door must be closed, and the security, if there's any security, every school needs a security. Just hire one security. You cannot go cheap on that. Okay, it's very important, because look, the students inside the buildings are assets too. No matter it's a kindergarten kids, adult kids, younger kids, high school kids, everything is an asset. Teacher is an asset. You're getting a fund from the states for the school, for everything, for a lunch break. It does not cost too much to have one security, you know, who just gonna, you know, just monitor things, you know. Some places have it, some people don't, but who don't have it, this is gonna probably inspire them. The back door, the security's job is to run in the back door, do a one, you know, obviously they do it with the post, one post, you know, post 5, post 6, post 7. You go to the back, you check the door, the emergency door. Make sure you pull it inside. You make sure you pull it back. Make sure it clicks. The lock clicks. You know, you have to do that on the back. All the emergency door, fire drill drawer, they all have to be checked. The basement. Make sure the basement is. I don't think basement have connection with the first floor. If it's a large property, you know, you want to watch out. Anyway, so yeah, this is for the administration and states, right? The door have to be buzz system. It have to be nicely buzzing system where you look at somebody on the camera, then you buzz out, then somebody open the door. Their security had to be present in front of the door. It's very important, and you have to be very responsive, right? These securities have to be responsive. I know sometimes some places don't even have the security. They take the day off, and some places they have 2 or 3 days security is missing, okay, because he probably working somewhere else, or he took a sick leaves. But please make sure there's a backup. Make sure if anybody does cover it, maybe sometime I even seen a substitute teacher play a little bit of security role for this type of small places. Okay, so then if the substitute teacher want to check the door a little bit in the back door, make sure the door is closed. Okay, this is another common thing that happened where these kids, they call the other buddy, yo, you coming in? Where you coming in? All right, I'll open the door from inside. I'll open the door, and they usually open the door, and then this kid gives them drugs, cocaine, weed, smoke, cigars, all this stuff, right? So you want to watch out from stuff like that. So it's important. That's why I say the stair room also have to have some sort of a camera. If you work smartly, like, because my channel is also about technology a lot. If you have technology, and if you don't go cheap with the technology, just few IP camera. If you have few IP camera, you're not gonna move around the hallway. You can watch it and monitor it from one station. I'm not trying to be bossy here and try to tell the security what to do. The security can stand in one place, but you're just looking at the screen. If you go to Queens, Brooklyn, they actually have a security station. The security, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, those schools on those 5 boroughs, they have like literally a station, a really nice security polished up station where they'll watch it just like the NYPD. They look at the screen, they look at all the thing. On a suburban places, you also have to have something like, you don't need to have a stations, but at least one office that can see all the multi-view on the big screen, you know, like you saw my dual screen, right? You have a dual screen, you check, you see the cameras that, hey, look, who just got in from the hallway door, who just got in from the back door. This is supposed to give you a mark. By the time if something worse come worse, somebody comes in from the back door, by that time you can literally run there and check it, you know. And then nowadays, this is another solution you can do. Like nowadays, the hospitals, the administration have an iPhone. So if there's a motion detection, if somebody's on a unexpected hallway where nobody should be entering, if there's a motion detect, then the security guard phone should also get alarmed or notified. That's another important thing. We have bell, we have ring doors, you know, we have a Waze camera, you know, our phone vibrates. So if a security is using an administrative phone, which sure costs a lot of money, but maybe the administration who have a work phone can text a security guard that, hey, somebody just got in from the back door, you know, then this gonna trigger the security and he can run to the back really quick. All right, that's another techniques. Metal detector. We need to get a metal detector. We need to get a metal detector on the suburban school. All right, it's very important. All right, you cannot go cheap on that. Okay, a metal detector gonna detect large type of metal stuff. You know, something, it could be a, you know, most people don't have a large container like this. You know, they have a small containers. But yeah, the girls who are Forever 21 jewelries, they can be wearing a Victoria's Secret jewelries. They can be wearing a lot of stuff, right? Those things gonna beep up, you know. But still, I'm not telling the security guard to check or go through the body. You're just looking for heavy product, big product, right? The girls nowadays gonna have a chili spray. That might not be. You're just looking for big product. A knife, let's see if you have a knife. Let's see here. So a knife can be detectable. A knife will be detectable on the bag, right? If a bad guys take a knife, they're gonna take a lot of manual work. People can still move away if somebody try to attack you with a knife, anybody, right? But gun is a very dangerous thing that makes much more catastrophic. With a tiny click, it can make a massive damage. So gun is our issue. This fancy name, AR-15, AK-57, 47, all this thing, those are larger products. So that's the thing we're looking for in the bag. Okay, I don't think a girl or a guy can fit a big type of rifles in their pocket. It's impossible. They can only fit a knife in their pocket. If that person try to attack somebody on the inside the property, anybody can really start running away, but it's not going to be damaged like guns. You get it? So we need a metal detector. It's very cheap. Okay, these are very cheap. It's not even that expensive. eBay, I think anybody can buy a metal detector. Metal detector should be everywhere. JFK has so much metal detector. They probably throw out and trash out so many other metal detector. That's it. Everybody have metal detector. Just get one broken metal detector on every school system. We should be good. All right, that's very important. Okay, this is another thing we can do, and this is another proposal. This is where things gonna be headed, which is a good and bad, and this is gonna get very uncomfortable. Check this out. Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, Android, Google, especially Google, they're all gonna have to eventually step in with the government or with the school system or the administration. They're already working with the government, sure, but now it's gonna get much more direct, because I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody who is watching dark stuff, or if anybody's doing something shady, there's a lot of white collar crime too. There's a lot of other type of crimes, but if anybody's doing something shady, like a violent type of stuff, Google and YouTube and Facebook, especially Facebook, the social related stuff, we're gonna be start transferring stuff to this administration, to the states, to the government. It's gonna it's been happening probably, but it's gonna happen much more directly. It's gonna happen much more directly. With that, the administration is gonna have a better control of what's happening to this student's head. Okay, very important. That's another thing eventually where we're gonna be headed. Now check this out. This is another solution I came up. All right, this is gonna be a good one. All right, I thought about all the teachers, but no, not all the teachers. Check this out. Every principal Every principal, if the school does not have a principal, every like that one main top administration in that building of that, not the district manager, the principal of the school, anything, kindergarten, school, regular high school, need to do 6 or few hours, just 4 or 5 hours of firearm training. That principal have to have some sort of like a firearm. The principal nowadays can start carrying some sort of gun. It's gonna be located in the safe deposit box under their desk, in a safe deposit, which will be drilled to the ground. Look at me, the most advanced guy ever. This is another very calculated solutions right there. The safety gun for the principal is gonna be for everybody. He or she is not gonna give it to the security. Security can carry it, but that's gonna be too much. But if most people not gonna afford the security, a lot of these small places, we're talking about suburban school. They're not modernized like that. If it happened on Brooklyn or Queens or Manhattan, it will be quick. But the suburban schools, they're not quick. Their response not gonna be that quick. There's some outsiders have to come in for a rescue. But I think the best idea will be, sure, metal detector. We got one security guard who gonna do this protocol that I just told you earlier, and we need to give the principal some sort of like a firearm training, and to have access to one weapon in their safe deposit. Password of the locker box gonna be only 2 person know the pin code, which is the principal and the second administrative, the second person in line. All right, both of them will get some sort of few hours of firearm training that will be placed somewhere outside the school, where they can go somewhere, wear protective glasses, and just do a shooting target training. That will be the one great. This is something I invented, so I take all the credit. You want to press the like and subscribe button. I'm the one who invented this thing. Eventually, that's where everything's gonna head. All right, and I don't see that's impossible. That is a very calculated, great idea that I invented. Wow. So yeah, principal's gonna start carrying that, and monthly here and there, somebody from outside gonna come in just to calibrate the weapon, just to see it's not been rusted, because there will be no threat most of the time. Now, some of the suburban, some of the school, what they do is they're looking for body language. Sometimes they write down notes in the city side, the 5 boroughs. They write down notes. Who's walking the hallway? When you walk next to the one of the blue uniform security, you'll see they're writing a notes like police officers, right? Because they're putting a log. But the suburban place that does not have any security, probably one guy who's cleaning them, who's doing all type of job, maintenance, security, cleaning the floor, janitorial. That guy, what I notice is that they're looking for body language. Their target is how you're walking, how fast you're talking, that's how they're detecting. So do teachers. That's most likely they're showing that on their training video. So this is how they detect things on those places. But if you cannot do so much with it, because somebody can have zero emotion on their face, like flat face. And I did make a video on the other channel about how to deal with people, or fake people, or maybe bad people who have a flat face. When somebody has zero emotions, if somebody's don't talk, you think somebody who talk too much or talk too fast or move too fast could be the bad guy. Some people think like that. But if somebody has flat face and does not talk at all and very quiet, and look like a good girl and good boy, could be a very dangerous person. You don't know that. All right, so those type of things is really hard to detect. That's the time where Microsoft and Facebook and Google have to step in and give those internal access, because everybody had those accounts. You see, just like that guy from Texas, he have a Facebook post. How you think this news reporter can say this thing, that hey, what they message each other? Because Instagram, the government entity, probably giving the access or taking the access to get this message out. That's crazy. The second day you're hearing about the social medias and stuff, if something massive happen, you're gonna get this type of access. They get the access after 2 days or 3 days. But what I'm trying to say right now, eventually what's gonna happen, or what we're gonna have to do, which is gonna be kind of uncomfortable, as I told you, is this access to this company, to the administration, the school, the finance department, the hospital department, will be real-time synchronizing. Facebook, Google, Android, Apple, with this administration will be like a literally cross, like parallel real-time synchronization. So every night what happened, they will know the next day. It's gonna be like that. And matter of fact, it's nothing impossible. That's been already started on China. They have a flexible law The problem is our law is so, there's too much over here with this law, there's too much. Now you have issues with, oh, kindergarten not gonna have a camera because there's kids there. What do you mean by that? So what? Like, now there's another issues on this country where you can't even record the kids, so now you cannot do the security procedure because there's the kids. In China, they have camera inside each kindergarten or elementary class. The law in this US, if there's anything you cannot do, it's probably because of the law in this country. In other places who have technology just like us, it's everywhere because they have flexible law. So yeah, the law eventually gonna have to change. Whoever's in charge of this, like Congress and lawmakers, they eventually gonna get friendly with the technology to get this real-time access. So anyway, the video got really long. I don't want to make it too long, but this is the high quality solutions we have. This is where things gonna be heading. One more time, this is the advanced techniques that I invented, and this is the way we're gonna fix it, because I'm not here to share like, oh, sorrow, oh, how dare you, like unrealistic type of talk, like, oh, why would somebody do this? That's what most people talk, but when it comes to getting to work, they don't really do the work, and I'm here actually to make a change. So this is the techniques that I wanted to say a long time ago. But look, and people who are loyal technical support like me, looking for fix, constant fix, your part of your life is just to fix, find for a bug. That's why they call it bug reporter. Another bonus, you know how many bug I have reported to all the industry? It is ridiculous amount. The next day, Microsoft and other companies, major brand, send me update because they listen to me. So today I'm hoping this video, if anybody do see it, they eventually know how to do this thing. This is how you're gonna do this thing, and that's it. And when it comes to this whole gun rights and all that, I don't think I'm not gonna even talk about that, because I don't know about that, because eventually guns not going anywhere. Guns gonna be there. The problem is that we cannot give the 18 years old guns. We cannot. They say, I heard some news, they say only 21 can carry a gun. I don't think so. When you're 21, you're still a baby, okay? If you're 35, if you're 65, you still could be baby. I think if you want to do a gun rights, I don't know, maybe 27 up. 21 is an absolute baby. That's it. You can do with the cigarettes and drink, but no, 21 is like a baby. So if I say that, then that's it. That's the main thing. Whatever I say, that's what everybody cares about. So what I say, my mouth is a matter. My advice plays a massive role. So eventually everybody gonna have a gun, no matter what. Adults, but our job is how to control it and give it to the mature people who does not do damage. That's it. This is me, the most famous guy in internet. All right, I'll see you on the next one. You want to definitely check the link in the descriptions. There's too many stuff in the description. I can't even tell you right now. This is really upsetting what happened to Texas. And you know what, again, no matter what, somewhere else, whatever. So yeah, read my description, this thing, follow me. You're all invited to TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and what else, I don't know, forgot. Anyway, yeah, you check it out. Podcast is still brand new. Peace out.